When someone's been through a traumatic event, how they remember and process that event has a big impact on how they cope with that trauma. And a lot of times when people suffer, that are taking them back almost as if they're reliving that event. That's normal shortly after trauma, but when that continues, then it becomes a pathological response, and that's when they might seek treatment for PTSD.
There are absolutely specific populations in our society that are exposed to potentially psychologically traumatic events at a much higher rate than the normal population, and these are our public safety personnel or our first responders.
I think for me, the biggest surprise was how difficult not so much the call is, but dealing with the aftermath of the call and the family that's left behind.
Paramedics are guaranteed to be exposed to trauma. It's something they have to cope with. And so our goal is to really get better knowledge out there into the community so we can reduce the rate of suffering. Most research in trauma relies on volunteers who are volunteering their time after trauma exposure. So this study is unique in that we're tracking people prior to trauma, and there are not many ways to do that. The incidence of trauma is quite common among the general population, but the timing isn't known. So in this particular study, we're trying to do what we call a prospective study. So we're actually recruiting paramedic students prior to exposure, following them over time, and then when they enter the workforce, we'll be looking back at how they're coping in relation to their responses.
I've seen coworkers that think they're doing great, and we think they're doing great. And the next thing you know, there's that one call that can just push them over the edge, and they're in trouble. And finding ways to monitor that would be invaluable.
The Medavie Foundation has been very instrumental in our ability to get this whole research off the ground. We obviously need to start somewhere, and the Medavie Foundation saw the vision, I think, quite clearly.
The Medavie Foundation has been very enthusiastic about our research. It's very gratifying to know that groups that are actually on the front lines recognize the value of what we're doing because we're somewhat removed. So it really helps to have that understanding of what the possible connections and benefits would be moving forward.
It was a really nice collaboration, and we felt very excited that they were excited about our research and that we really together can make a difference.
I hope that some of this research could prolong careers, because there's so many of my coworkers that love their job and they don't want to give it up, but they also know they can't come back. And those are the ones that are stuck in this loop. And if there's research and treatments and therapies that can get them back to where they want to be, it's super exciting and it'd be invaluable.